This episode of The Map is brought to you by the STJFL and its major partner, Cripps, the Master Baker, baking great bread since 1878. Now sit back and relax as we join our host, Andrew Hoppy Hopwood.
Hello and welcome to The Map. You've got to excuse the voice, but it's getting towards the pointy end of the season and the Fox gets excited and I've lost the voice. It's grand final week and we are going to KG5 to get all the action in the B division as well as the action from the Beakley Awards for the best and fairest players. The first game up is in the 14B division where Lindisfarne, who haven't broken their drought in 30 years, take on the hardened Warriors from the Valley of Love in New Norfolk. Let's go and see how they get on.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to KG5. We are ready to rumble for the grand final for the under-14s B. The top of the ladder Lindisfarne boys come out now, and they'll be facing the New Norfolk lads second on the ladder. And now we'll look at these New Norfolk boys come out now. They're looking pumped up and ready to go. They won the last encounter by the 9 points, but once again, it's chopped off by Jordan Young, vice-captain. Jordan Young now. Right foot kick, wants to go inside deep. Mark taking the old push off there. Beautiful work. Wonderful work with the body. Going back with a nice form. Got the ball spin on there. Laces up. That's what we want to see. Big kick. Look straight and they've got it. Lindisfarne. They strike first. Couldn't quite get it through. And there's Press. Press has been dangerous in the forward. Could have the game of his life today. Brought down play on, says the umpire, letting him play. I don't think there's been many free kicks yet. The big man gives a fend off there for New Norfolk. Torn Oates. Coming down and trying to get a clear possession. New Norfolk just can't find it at the moment, or can they? Dakota Smith. Dakota Smith goes in and they've got a mark inside 50. Alex Blair, captain, hand passes it off, gives it away. Here they come, Dakota Smith. The old worm burner! Oh no, it's hit the post. But the Lindisfarne defence holds strong and it goes back out. A nice mark taken by Press. Press gets grabbed. He played on, that's holding the ball. And they've earned it. Oh, surely they've, yeah, good. Salter now, right foot goes along the line, bringing it down. A good mark taken by Lindisfarne and it's intercepted again. Geez, it's back and forth. There's absolutely been an absolute arm wrestle in the middle of this one here, but they're going hard again. Lindisfarne, nice looking kick, spills down, finds Press. Press gives up the hand pass. He's found Monty Hayden. Hayden snaps it inside. And there's the captain, the goal kicker, the one goal kicker for the game, the big man Elmer Bailey. That's probably why, so my apologies there, but we're got it straight now. The old Hopwood went down the rooms and did his thing and sorted it out. Here come Lindisfarne through the middle. They'll try and switch it up now, bringing it towards, couldn't be taken down there by Bailey. Bailey brings it through and they go long with it, trying to bounce one in. Oh, what a bomb! And he brought it in and he kicked the goal. So Lindisfarne go crack straight out of the gates. I reckon the coach down there, Jason Elmer, pumped him up. Goes out of bounds in the front pocket. As you said, Duff, very important 5 minutes for New Norfolk. They're holding them at bay at the moment, but they've just got to find a way out of this one. New Norfolk, as Blair tried to get that, threw it up, tried through it again. Oh, I think he's put it through. What a goal from the captain, and he's on today, Elmer Bailey. That's his second goal of the game. New Norfolk have got a bit of space. He's getting run down. This is Josh Ransley. Ransley goes to Upton. Upton, he's got to kick it. He's got it. And they get one, the Eagles, and they're up and about. Could this be the beginning of a new tide? Predicting as Lindisfarne go long. Cooper Best is down there. It's bouncing, it's touched. Right on the siren. It's a minor score, but Lindisfarne have won the grand final. 3 goals, 10-28. Defeats New Norfolk. 1 goal, 2-8, a 20-point victory in absolute jubilation for Lindisfarne as they celebrate all around the ground.
Now I am with Premiership coach Jason Elmer. How does that sit with you, son?
Oh, it's fantastic. That's just a really good reward for the work that the boys have put in through the year. So, look, we're really, really pleased. So.
I guess you probably would have gone in as firm favourite, but that doesn't count for anything. You actually have to get the chocolates. It was a hard-fought game. There are a few tense moments for you.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, we knew that it wasn't just going to happen, and that we had to bring our best game, because New Norfolk, they'll always give you a contest, and that's exactly what they did, and full credit to them, but the boys were terrific.
As an old veteran from holding the microphone, I think that's my cue to just sort of back out of here before you get sprayed. Congratulations. As I understand, I think it's Lindisfarne's first premiership for about 30-odd years. Is that correct?
First premiership for the club since the STJFL formed, so that's a terrific effort by the boys.
Well done to you, and well done to Lindisfarne Football Club. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
An emotional win there to Lindisfarne, where finally they take the pennant and hang it up proudly in their club rooms. Congratulations to the two Blues. Well, we're in for a treat in our second game. We are going to the action between New Norfolk and Brighton. Last year, Brighton had a thrilling victory. I wonder if New Norfolk can take revenge. Let's go and check out and see how it goes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go for the big rematch out here at KG5 between Brighton and New Norfolk. Going back with courage there, but not quite taking the mark, was Byers. Jack Byers goes inside. Mark had to be taken there. It's chopped off. It's going towards goal, and they've got one, Brighton.
As the Eagles will be lining up their set shot on goal.
Absolutely. So Whitford Marriott goes back now. Looks pretty good off the boot, and they've kicked one back, have the Eagles, and they bring it back to another point. So it's one straight 6 to 1-1-7. Certainly did. So play goes on here to the middle of the ground. Hodge sockers it off the ground. A big kick going inside. New Norfolk are going to get another one, I reckon. That looks pretty damn good off the boot. Oh, what a criker of a goal. So New Norfolk are going to get a free kick here, and I think that's going to go to Aaron Thorpe, who squares it up. Did see his teammate Trifford in there, but didn't quite use him. And ball comes outwards. Good, courageous fly back. Oh, went without any recollection of where he was going. And Chaplin, the other vice, or the co-captain, brings it across the ground.
Metre, I think,
50. Oh, they've called it. So co-captain of the New Norfolk Robins under 15B, and he goes in and says thanks very much umpire, and kicks a goal, and he's got it. So that's his second score of the game.
As that ball comes to New Norfolk, they're turning up well. It's just getting back across to Trifford, who drives it long. Here's an opportunity, trying to break free, slams it onto that left side of his boot, and I tell you what, Pappy, I think that was Brett Hodge has put that one through. And is this an unassailable lead in the first quarter?
Smith doesn't get it cleanly off to his teammate and vice-captain in Whitford Marriott, who's trying to look for it. That's holding the ball umpire every single day of the year. And get off it, he says. And that's good discipline by him. He got a little bit roughed up there by Tyler Ford, but he got off it, did Beelman, and Whitford Marriott. And play went on. Brighton, oh, he's taken the mark. And they needed this one, Brighton. Josh Davey.
Exactly what Coach Byers was talking about, and beautiful Dukes here, and a much needed shot on goal here, Pappy.
So Davey goes in, looks good off the drop punt. He's put it through. They needed that one, Brighton. And he's got it now. He'll be looking for something across the ground. That's good awareness just to find his man out there.
Gee, that's the modern style of play there, Pappy, isn't it? Going laterally like that to open the game up, to create space, because like in most ball sports like this, space is our friend.
Oh, wow, sorry to chop you off there, but Hodge just took a great mark. He's been brilliant today, goes along with it. Where's Stewart, or where's his full forwards? It's dropped down. Oh, there you go. Thanks very much. They've kicked another one.
If he can go back and get this, it will certainly bring the house down for the supporters in front of us. They are up and about.
So Jack Byers now is going to go back with the right foot. Looks good off the boot, and he's put it on! Oh, Jackie Byers, you champion! A long way to home for Brighton, but they're trying to push hard and fight manly as Hodge goes through, goes for it. It's bounced through. Did he touch it? Oh, they're going to call that a goal, and they get around him as Hodges kicked two. defensive 50 for Brighton, and they're trying to bring this one out. A nice mark taken down there by Thorpe. So Hodges kicked 2-3 today, so he's had a few shots but couldn't quite take care of it. And nice mark now, he takes the grab, so good work down there by that young fellow.
It might be a 50-metre penalty, is it? And he's just kicked it from directly in front. Drills it straight over the umpire's head for the 6-pointer. Yeah, lovely pair of dukes there in the dying seconds of this grand final. And New Norfolk going forward, they're relentless. Oh, tried to play on when he was surrounded by a nest of robins. Comes over. Gee, that was well picked up there by Charlie Stewart. And he's banged it away for another goal to the Eagles there, Pappy.
Yes, indeed he has. Right foot kick coming down, trying to find an option now. These lads, good collect there by Josh Challenger. Challenger goes for it, and I think he's put it through, and they're just sprinting it around now on New Norfolk. And they've paid the mark, so Walker will go back now. Find that one. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Champions are the New Norfolk Eagles, and they've become the victors. Jubilation, as we can see there. They have won the game 14-11, 95 to 5-6-36. They are 59-point winners.
Congratulations to Norfolk. After the heartbreak of coming second last year, they put in a huge pre-season and have come away with a great victory this year. The other thing that we noticed at the start of the game, all the boys got into the centre of the ground, and as you can see from the vision they've got in front of you, they let some balloons go, fly up into the sky. Now this was in memory of some dearly departed friends and family of the boys at the club. So to everyone at New Norfolk, congratulations, it was a really lovely thought. All right, now from grand finals, we're going out to the best and fairest awards, which are the Beakley Awards, which was held at KG5.
And in the under-13 division, it was a cliffhanger. And I have with me the winner, Chrissy Ransom from North Hobart. Chris, congratulations on a hard-fought victory, son. Well done.
Thanks, Hoppy. It was good competition all year, and I'd like to thank all the STJFL staff, Damon Curtin with his 5 votes, my mum, Jules Doran, who's our club president, she's been a big help this year, and my dad and our coach Todd.
Gee, I tell you what, as a budding 60 Minutes interviewer, the Fox Hopwood, I'd like people like your good self, son. I just sort of say something and you just wind you up and you're coming out beautifully. Now, mate, I understand that you're in the preliminary final this week.
Yep.
I put it to you, you can have one of two things. A grand final medal around your neck or one of these medals around your neck. Which one would you take?
Grand final, all the way.
There it is. Team man, through and through. Our under-13 victor in the best and fairest. Well done.
Thanks.
Well, it didn't get more exciting than this one. We had more than one winner. We had 2. And it was the 2 boys that are standing beside me from Clarence in a cliffhanger. And I have with me here Mitchell Solder and Luke Murfitt-Cohen. Boys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you mentioned very generously, you thanked a few people. Is there someone who was a great influence on your career so far?
Probably definitely my father, and probably my coach, Adam Solder. He's been a big influence on helping me develop, because I originally played soccer but then moved on to AFL and didn't really understand the game at the start, but he's helped me a lot, and my father used to play footy, so he helped me a lot too.
Now, that name Solder, I couldn't help but think, is there any connection between that man, the coach, and a father of yours?
Yeah, he's my father. He's also my coach, yes.
And how does it get on? What, do you pick the team for him? Do you just sort of say, Dad, I want to go on the ball? How does it work on selection night?
No, I don't really have a lot to do with it. He just puts me, he talks to Dennis the night before, and pretty much they decide where the team's going to be, so.
Well, I reckon, given the amount of votes that you got, you can tell him where you want to play.
I'll try.
Now, boys, we're getting to the very pointy end of the season. Preliminary finals this week, and I think you lads just went down against Kingborough, so you'll be out for revenge. Can you go that one step further, get up this week and go all the way against the mighty Kingborough?
Yeah, I believe we can. It'll be a very good game between Glenorchy. They just beat us last time and they wanted it more, but I think our boys are pretty refreshed now and we've got the right mindset, so we should be pretty competitive.
Well, I tell you what, though, you've got a nice trinket to hang round your neck, and are there any aspirations for AFL from any of you two lads?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind to play in AFL if I was able to.
And of course, you're a Carlton man?
No, Fox, I'm not.
Oh, well, there you are. We have two very upstanding young men who have a very bright future. Congratulations, gentlemen, and good luck in the finals.
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to my daily bread, Cripps Master Loaf.
be it white, wholemeal or 9 grain.
I will enjoy freedom from artificial preservatives.
in a bread crafted from pure Tasmanian flour.
And we love how it tastes. I will rise to the occasion.
Munching on only the freshest loaves.
Baked daily at Cripps since 1878.
I will proudly fly the Cripps flag.
In a toast to this great nation.
We call Tasmania.
Upon this I swear.
Cripps Master Loaf. Tasmanians swear by it.
A big congratulations there to all of our winners. Righto now we got the big boys. We've got the under-18 grand final where Johnny Barwick's undefeated Sandy Bay take on the youthful Joey Edwards boys from Lauderdale. Let's go and see how they get on.
Well, the banner's been broken with great ferocity, but it wasn't by the Lauderdale team, it was by the wind that just caught a gust there and blew that one well apart. Put the one Duke out towards Collins. He's very fast over the quick 100, gets it across to Williams. Another man who's very fleet of foot, hooks it back in towards Williams from Sandy Bay, go back and going in. Oh, Fig trying to throw a bit of weight around at Sandy Bay. Yeah, picking that ball up, they can't take it out. They're going in hard and fierce, and it's no doubt about it, Bryce. It is grand final day. As you can see, Glover gets it onto his left foot, going down towards Hill. He overruns the ball, I think, there. Sandy Bay and their keenness to pick that one up. It's going to be a free kick.
I think that's what the coach of Lauderdale, Joe Edwards, must have said. Just first in at the footy and you'll get looked after.
That one's made the umpire work a little bit, Bryce, but it's not hard enough. Now that's beautifully played here, driving that ball long, and that's Sullivan, who's been pretty good early in the centre of the ground. Sullivan looks laterally to try and find some open space. What a beautiful pair of Dukes there. I think that was Collins. Collins wheels around. Oh, talking of Dukes, that was a brave, strong mark there by Joseph Miller. In his attempt to snap that one, just slipped and couldn't get the same purchase. Oh, running back. Great courage there by Will Body. I think what, Bryce, you and I might be after a few spare chips at halftime. We've just got to keep the calorie intake up. As Bain Shepherd, one of the young men we talked about, who's got a magnificent leap and can run pretty quick over the ground. Look at the way the vagaries of this bounce. You would not believe that, Brycey. That ball was going directly through for a minor score, and it is bounced at an absolute right angle, Shane Warne style. And then if you don't mind the pardons of cricket, it's a Murali Diller in the other way, and it's gone through for the 6 points. A little bit of luck. Gee, Bryce, not only are you an absolute outright champion of footy, but you just know your terminology in the cricket as well, of course. I remember when you made a spanking 54 down at Cambridge for Lauderdale under-8s. He's lining it up. I'd favour him to make the distance. I tell you what, Brycey, I don't know about making the distance, mate, but he's certainly going to get it now.
I think he's crossed the mark where the umpire's marked it out, and the umpire said, come with me, we'll have 50 metres.
Marked up against him there, Brycey, but he gets another smother, another spoil, another knock forward to one of his teammates. As yet again, I think Raymond Hill must have heard us, Bryce, and the little man decided to play in front as Harrison Glover comes out, couldn't quite tap the Dukes on it. But I'll tell you what, he was fantastic to come back in and get it. They just need a few hands here. Sullivan through strength, gets it back out. Glover goes onto his wrong foot. But brilliant smothering there by Sandy Bay in defence. It is a very, very tight encounter. Jimmy Smith, grub. Goes the drop punt out towards where Lauderdale have a few numbers, but Jai Dharmawadana is good enough to come in. Well, of course, all these comments are brought to you by Martin Duffy, so any complaints from the umpiring fraternity, I would like you to send them to him, not to the commentators, Bryce Walsh or Andrew Fox Hopwood.
Yeah, saw it there. Looked like, I don't know, it could be there one day.
I don't know about you boys, but when you see a fierce tackle like that, I just jump up and about. That was a ripping tackle by Fig. On the positive side, it's 2 goals apiece. So if Lauderdale can get it down as that's a great mark there by Verrier as Sandy Bay just steadying. And of course, the steadier they get, time is on their side because they have a very good lead. Holding the ball. It's just time's ticking away, Bryce, at this stage, and Lauderdale just cannot get that clean entry into the 50 to Dave Desire as Brown picks it up. And I think Brown has put that across his body and kicked it through. They're trying to bring it out towards the forward line, and it's Luck. Luck in front of Verrier has kicked the ball to open space. That's a clever kick. If there's no option on, just kick it to open space because men with the pace of Jai Dharmawadana will run onto that ball and have an absolute picnic for it. Sandy Bay have the numbers, gets it out towards Shepherd. Now this is danger side as Shepherd slipped the handball back inside to Harry Jamison. A ripping grand final day out here at KG5. In the earlier matches, a couple of good games, but there is the siren now. Sandy Bay, 7-15-57 under the tutelage of Johnny Barwick, defeating Joey Edwards' gallant Lauderdale Bombers.
And there's one final thing. We have 2 spare medallions here. First of all, I'd like to meet Mr. Lance Falco. Now, Lance came to the call this year when all of a sudden Andrew had his work commitments and Lance put his hand up and he's really been terrific and supportive. So thank you, Lance. And we've got a long time supporter of our club who's umpired about 700 games, I reckon. How about it?
You showed some great character and came away with a very steely victory. You must have been very proud of those young men today.
Oh, you're right, Hoppy, absolutely. We knew that we were thrown to the sword, and certainly in half-time the boys knew they had a red-hot contest, and certainly Lauderdale is to be congratulated because they really did dig deep, and it was an amazing contest. They fought it right through to the end. They can be proud of their efforts, but certainly when our boys were challenged in that last quarter, they really dug that little bit deeper, and I'm very proud of their achievements.
And Mitchell Dance, one of the stars for Sandy Bay, you must be over the moon after today's victory.
Well, yeah, last night cut a bit deep after that, but really showed that anything can happen in footy, and we couldn't go in knowing our last performances against them, and we just had to back ourselves in, and they fought real hard for that first half, and then we had to dig deep and just showed our fighting spirit the whole year.
You certainly did, sorry Mitchell, you did show some fighting spirit. Was there a belief within the group that they're still with you at half-time? Was there a sense of something different about how they played today?
Yeah, they definitely came out a lot harder than they have in the past, and they full credit to them because we were slow out of the box, and they made the most of their chances and we weren't. So we knew that we had to get on top in the midfield and then make it count on the scoreboard.
Well, it was a big arm wrestle, but without a doubt, the Premiership team came and have taken the cup. Congratulations to Sandy Bay.
Cheers, Hop.
There's no doubt about it. Winners are grinners, and it was a happy scene inside the Sandy Bay change rooms. And I have to say, hats off to Johnny Barwick, who not only recognised all the players, but he also recognised some people who have been valuable supporters of the club. So well done there. Righto, it's time for our Umpire of the Week. Our Umpire of the Week has something in common with Madonna and Kylie. That's because he is only known by his Christian name, and that is Rowan, the great umpire for the STJFL for many years. Next week, we'll be bringing you all the action from North Hobart Oval as it is grand final weekend. Okay, let's go out with our normal 7 plays in 7 games.
Gets brought down, solid tackle by the goal kicker Sam Hills, and they're away here. New Norfolk going inside 50. Oh, fantastic mark down there in defence by the big fella, Zach Collins.
Well, the banner's been broken with great ferocity, but it wasn't by the Lauderdale team, it was by the wind.
But they've just got to find a way out of this one. New Norfolk as Blair tried to get that through it up, tried through it again. Oh, I think he's put it through. They flick it inside. He's got to give it off. Going hard. He's brought down without an umpire, but he says play on. Game on here. Going hard. Lindisfarne doesn't have the ball. They're under pressure now. Good hip and shoulder in there from New Norfolk from Boot. And they'll get it out. Boot again. He'll pick it up. And courageous footy by Boot in the defensive half there.
I don't know about you boys, but when you see a fierce tackle like that, I just jump up and about. That was a ripping tackle by Fig.
Here come Lindisfarne through the middle. They'll try and switch it up now, bringing it towards, couldn't be taken down there by Bailey. Bailey brings it through, and they go long with it, trying to bounce one in. Oh, what a bomb!
I'll tell you what, Bryce, you and I might be after a few spare chips at half-time. We've just got to keep the calorie intake up. As Bain Shepherd, one of the young men we talked about, who's got a magnificent leap and can run pretty quick over the ground. Look at the way the vagaries of this bounce. You would not believe that, Brycey. That ball was going directly through for a minor score, and it is bounced at an absolute right angle, Shane Warne style. And then if you don't mind the pardons of cricket, it's a Murali Diller in the other way, and it's gone through for the 6 points.
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to my daily bread, Cripps Master Loaf.
be it white, wholemeal or 9 grain.
I will enjoy freedom from artificial preservatives.
in a bread crafted from pure Tasmanian flour.
And we love how it tastes.
I will rise to the occasion, munching on only the freshest loaves.
Baked daily at Cripps since 1878.
I will proudly fly the Cripps flag.
In a toast to this great nation,
We call Tasmania!
Upon this I swear.
Cripps Master Loaf. Tasmanians swear by it.